Hello. Today I will share with you a simple and effective way to sharpen a dull drill bit, restoring its sharpness so it can continue to perform well in your work. First, I will accurately determine the drilling position on the piece of wood, then use a pen or a sharp awl to mark a point at the center. This marking helps prevent the drill bit from slipping when starting and ensures the hole is drilled in the desired location. Next, I will firmly secure the piece of wood with a vise or a bench clamp so it does not move during drilling. After securing the piece, I proceed to drill a hole at the mark point. This hole is drilled large enough to allow the drill bit to pass through, making handling and alignment in the following steps easier and more precise. The sharpening angle of the drill bit matches the angle of the hex nut, which is approximately 120 degrees. Aligning to this angle helps keep the two cutting edges balanced and properly shaped, so the drill bit becomes sharper and drills more efficiently after sharpening. Interestingly, the angle of a utility knife blade also fits perfectly with the angle of this hex nut. Thanks to this, the blade can be used as a clear visual reference to transfer and measure the angle on the piece of wood, allowing it to be cut and shaped accurately. Next, I use a saw to cut along the two mark lines on the piece of wood. After the cuts are made, the removed section creates a triangular-shaped gap that acts as a guide, helping to hold and align the drill bit at the correct angle. After cutting, I continue by using sandpaper or a sharpening stone to smooth the newly created cut surfaces. This step makes the wood smoother, removes sharp edges and splinters, and allows the drill bit to sit more evenly and stably in the guide. Because the cutting is done with a hand saw, the angle may not be perfectly accurate and could be off by about 1 or 2 degrees. However, this small margin of error is acceptable and does not significantly affect practical performance. Next, I use an angle grinder to sharpen the drill bit. As you can see, an angle grinder is a very convenient tool in this case. Thanks to its high speed and fast material removal, it saves a significant amount of time and effort, while also allowing better control over the sharpening process when used together with a prepared angle guide. To achieve greater accuracy and safety, I secure the angle grinder firmly to a workbench or with a sturdy clamp. With the grinder held in place, I only need to position the drill bit at the correct location and angle for sharpening, which improves control and ensures both cutting edges are sharpened evenly and accurately. When the drill bit is brought into contact with the steel bar, instead of biting into material, it only slips across the surface, producing friction noise and heating up very quickly. This indicates that the drill bit has almost completely lost its cutting ability and is no longer sharp enough to drill through metal as it once did. The tip of the drill bit is visibly worn and rounded. The cutting edges are dull and no longer clearly defined, and the chisel edge at the center appears flattened. Instead of sharp, symmetrical point, the tip looks blunt and uneven, which prevents the bit from effectively biting into material during drilling. In this condition, it is clear that the drill bit can no longer be used for drilling. Instead of discarding it or replacing it with a new one, I decided to resharpen it. When I begin sharpening, I pay close attention to the drill bit's sharpening angle. This angle needs to be kept stable and consistent on both cutting edges, so that the tip forms a balance point with a standard angle of approximately 118 to 120 degrees. During the sharpening process, I lightly press the drill bit against the grinding wheel while gently rotating the tip. This rotating motion helps evenly round the tip, forming a proper conical shape, while also preventing excessive grinding at a single point and keeping both cutting edges sharp and well balanced. After sharpening for a while, the tip of the drill bit begins to show a noticeable improvement. The cutting edges become more defined and sharper, and the point starts to regain a clean, symmetrical shape. After sharpening, it is clear that both drill bits have become noticeably shinier at the tips. The cutting edges are now clearly visible, sharp, and well balanced, with the metal surfaces evenly ground and no longer showing signs of dull wear as before. This indicates that the drill bits are ready to be used effectively again. Most importantly, after sharpening, the drill bit's angle is still maintained at 120 degrees and fits perfectly into the gap between the two hex nuts. This is my own simple checking method. Just place the drill bit between the two nuts to quickly determine whether the sharpening angle is correct. It is very simple, yet quite accurate in practical use. Next, I take these drill bits for a test drilling to check their performance after sharpening. In addition, I can spray a small amount of WD-40 onto the surface of the metal bar before drilling. This layer helps reduce friction and cool the drill bit during operation, resulting in a smoother and more stable drilling process, while also helping to extend the service life of the drill bit. When drilling begins, it is immediately clear that the sharpened drill bit is very sharp. With only light pressure, the bit quickly bites into metal, produces consistent chips, and penetrates material in a short time, giving a fast and clean drilling feel, completely different from when the bit was dull. After drilling, the hole in the metal bar has a very smooth and even surface. The edges of the hole are sharp, without chipping or roughness, and the metal shavings fall off evenly and neatly. This demonstrates that the drill bit has cut the material accurately and efficiently, achieving the high-quality result desired. Next, I remove the drill bit that was just used and replace it with the second drill bit that has already been sharpened. When inserting the second drill bit and starting to drill, the feeling is almost identical to the first one. With just light pressure, the bit quickly bites into the metal, drilling straight and steadily. The metal shavings are separated evenly, with no wobbling or slipping. The drilling process is smooth, showing that the second drill bit is also sharp and ready for further tasks. After finishing the drilling, I feel very satisfied with the results. The sharp drill bits make the drilling process fast, precise, and smooth, producing clean, even holes without chipping or rough edges. This sense of accomplishment is very rewarding, as all the preparation, sharpening, and angle alignment paid off exactly as expected, making the work easier and more professional. After drilling, I can spray a thin layer of WD-40 onto the surface of the metal bar and wipe it with a clean cloth. This creates a protective coating against oxidation, preventing the metal from rusting, while also smoothing and brightening the surface. It ensures that the drilled holes in the entire piece remain in optimal condition for future use. In conclusion, with careful preparation, proper sharpening, and the use of simple tools like a triangular wooden guide and WD-40, even a dull drill bit can be restored to excellent working condition. This approach not only saves cost by extending the life of your tools, but also ensures precise, efficient, and safe drilling.